That number will keep growing this week, and tonight, optimism around the nation is also growing. That's because more Americans have received at least one dose of the vaccine than the total number of people infected with COVID during this pandemic. And Maher, how many of those doses have been given out locally?
Well, it's growing each day, Nia, and you could see that right here in this animation. You can see how the state is doing. 1 in 12 Washingtonians have received at least one dose of this vaccine. That overall adds up to about 8% of Washington's population now with at least one dose. Now, even more people would get this vaccine if we could just get enough doses to do that. There's good news in Spokane tonight. COVID-19 cases are on the decline while vaccinations are on the rise. 51,000 doses have been given out in Spokane County, and nearly 5,000 of those came in just the last week at the Spokane Arena. Now, Chaz Health plans to give about 600 shots there per day through the rest of this week, and those of you still looking for an appointment will get another chance to sign up for one next Tuesday at 5 p.m. In the meantime, Spokane's providers and clinics are still waiting for more vaccines. In fact, the only new doses that arrived in the county this week went straight to the arena instead of providers. I asked the health district if it has the resources and capacity to do more vaccinations if more doses came in.
And the answer is yes and yes and yes. We do have the capability to scale up.
Dr. Velasquez says the success they've had at the Spokane Arena is proof of that. And while we wait for more doses, masking up and distancing are even more critical as new variants of coronavirus make their way to the U.S., which have already been found in Snohomish and King counties. But even though the virus is mutating, Washington's COVID data is still trending in the right direction.
We're doing a little bit better in hospitalization. We're doing a little bit better in ICU beds, which is great because that protects our hospital capacity.
The latest numbers show fewer people are being admitted to the hospital with COVID. That's down 16% in the last 2 weeks across eastern Washington. Daily case averages are also dropping in both Washington and Idaho, and more than 15% of Spokane's ICU beds are open right now. Washington is averaging about 28,000 vaccinations per day right now. That's half of Governor Inslee's goal for the state. It is improving each day, though, as we've seen the daily average jump by about 14,000 doses in just the last 2 weeks. Live in studio tonight, I'm Maher Kawash for News Now.